How's it going, guys? Here we are with week 5 of C2GS Draft League Season 0. This week I'm fighting against Retrisma, who also goes by the name Crab, and we are both 2-1 currently. Hopefully, this is going to be the week where we go and pick up another W. But it might not be. My opponent's team is actually really, really scary. He has 11 straight threats if you look on the right side of your screen. Um, and actually, the first team that I tried to build against him, it turned out to be hot garbage. I wasn't able to account for all of his threats, so I decided to go with a slightly different route. I'm going to go with the surprise route. Um, Hopefully, I think that the only chance I really have of beating him is going to be with like a surprise team, and I decided that my surprise is going to be Trick Room. Um, so this is Slowbro. Our Psychic is going to be our main stab move. It one-hit KOs most Buzzwoles, and it does good damage against most of the rest of his team. We didn't actually bring Scald or any water move this week because, well, first off, we don't really want to be healing Volcanion because remember it has Water Absorb as its ability. My opponent doesn't have any water weaknesses at all, and Scald is not really great on this Slowbro because we're going to be like a full offensive set and not a defensive one. This is going to be one of our Trick Room sweepers. So we don't really want to care that much about burning things. We more care about just like doing as much damage as possible with Trick Room up. Flamethrower, my opponent has a lot of fire weak Pokemon, namely Kartana, Buzzwole, Durant, and Shedinja. It hits all of them really, really hard. It one-hit KOs all of them except for Buzzwole, and it does a very large amount to most Buzzwoles. We also have Ice Beam. This move hits Gligar very hard. If it's max special defense, we do 81% to it at the minimum as Mega Slowbro. And we have max HP and max special attack here just to maximize our bulk and to capitalize the most on Trick Room with our damage output. The EV spreads, overall, I didn't put that much effort into them this week because this team was kind of made in a hurry. It was literally made today, the day of the battle. And I'm actually doing the battle on Sunday, which is why this video is going out at midnight instead of at noon because I still have to get the actual battle itself out on noon on Monday tomorrow. So that's why the upload schedule is whack this week. Anyways, next we have Scarlet Witch, our Aromatisse. This is going to be our secondary Trick Room setter. And it also does like pretty good damage under Trick Room. Even though it only has 99 special attack here, it's still quite strong. It can be quite threatening. So Mood Blast is going to be our main stab move. It OHKOs many Buzzwoles, even at neutral, and is a roll to KO an uninvested Latios. It even 2-hit KOs Kartana, and it's a pretty good range to KO an uninvested Durant. So this is actually a pretty powerful move, right? Thunderbolt is a good secondary coverage option. It 2-hit KOs any non-special defense Volcanion pretty easily. And then we have Nasty Plot just to bolster our special attack stat. My original draft for this set had Toxic as a way of hitting Shedinja, but I think I'm not too worried about Shedinja this week. I have 4 of my Pokemon are able to hit Shedinja, so I think I'm fine on that front. So that's Aromatisse. Next, we have a fully utility Klefki set. There are no attacking moves at all this week. Its singular job is to set up screens to make future sweeps easier. I'm mostly referring to Trick Room, but as you'll see later, there's another type of sweep that we could potentially get going. We also have Switcheroo and a Lagging Tail, which we could pass on to ideally a Jolteon or a Kartana. If you don't know, the Lagging Tail, its description is you move last in your priority bracket. So while you may think that has anti-synergy with Trick Room, it actually does not affect your speed stat at all. It literally just makes you move last in your priority bracket. So you cannot move earlier than you normally would in Trick Room if you're holding a Lagging Tail. That's not how it works. And Quick Claw also does not affect your turn order in Trick Room. We have full special defense investment on this because Jolteon is kind of an issue for this team. If it comes out outside of Trick Room, then it can be kind of nasty. There's not much I can do for it besides get Klefki in and try to get screens up and stuff. So yeah, that's like kind of the most I really have against Jolteon, to be honest. Now, Melmetal. This thing is nasty when Trick Room is up. Double Iron Bash, as you know, is a stupid powerful move, especially when combined with Iron Fist. It's our strongest move against anything that isn't named Volcanion or Shedinja. If Trick Room is set up, then Double Iron Bash has a 51% chance to flinch the opponent. because it's a move that hits twice, and each hit has a 30% chance to flinch. So as a result, if you work out and do the math, it ends up being a 51% chance to flinch overall. Earthquake is an easy 2-hit KO on Volcanion. Throat Chop is for Shedinja, and it does pretty good damage to Latios too. And Brick of Break is my strongest move on Kartana. Everything else, Double Iron Bash hits harder. So I was able to really specialize my last 3 moves to tailor to those Pokemon. We just went with like full attack, full defense, and a brave nature. Just maximize our attack as much as possible. Now, you guys ready for a heat set? I've been wanting to bring this set ever since the week I drafted it. We have a Belly Drum Charizard set. Even though we have 84 attack, Belly Drum doesn't care, and it just shoots it to stupid large numbers. Fire Punch destroys pretty much all of his bugs and steals, and it is even more powerful if we get ourselves to low health with our Blaze ability, which powers up our fire moves if we're at low health. Earthquake obliterates Volcanion if we have a Belly Drum set up, and Scale Shot is a good utility move to boost our speed, and it's also our best move against Latios. If we can get a Scale Shot out, then we're faster than Latios. We're faster than pretty much everything except for like Scarf Kartana, and then we're able to pretty much get a sweep going, assuming we have like good chip on everything. If I remember correctly, Earthquake at +6 is usually a one-shot on Swampert. I just have to get a little bit of chip on it first, and then it's at the whim of Charizard. And you have heavy-duty boots because just to make rocks not be that much of an issue. We have enough speed EVs to outspeed a Jolly Buzzwole, and this still allows us to run an Adamant Nature, so that we're just doing stupid amounts of damage with our offensive moves at +6. And then lastly, we have Falcon, our Noivern. This kind of ties everything together. It's a good Draco Meteor is a good panic button option versus Latios. If it gets out of hand, it just does a good amount of damage to it. It does less damage if it gets set up with its Calm Lions, which is kind of annoying, but it's a good option nonetheless. Air Slash is enough to KO most Buzzwoles, so I decided not to go with Hurricane this week. And then we have Defog just to get rid of hazards because it's good to get rid of hazards. Having 2 Defoggers is probably good. Actually, I'm going to make this Spikes. I'm going to make this Spikes, and then I'm going to make this Defog, because I think we should have our own hazards, too. I think it's better this way. In testing, I was never even using Defog on Klefki, to be honest. It was mostly Noivern that was doing it. And then U-Turn is like to switch out. This is mostly going to be our lead. U-Turn is like, we're faster than pretty much everything, except for like Jolteon, which is actually kind of a big issue, because it does a lot of damage with Hidden Power Ice. I think it might even be a KO. So we can't really U-turn out on that, but I think we have outs against it. So this is a pretty unorthodox team this week, not my usual style. I don't think any team that I would normally build would be equipped to handle my opponent's team. So I really had to think outside of the box with this one, and I think this one might just be wacky enough to catch him off guard and secure the win. So yeah, let's hope this goes well. See you guys tomorrow for the battle. Thank you.